All right, we're live, and I'm sick again, and I'm sick of going to watch West Ham this season. But I thought, you know what? I've been neglecting this channel. I need to come on here, man, and get some stuff off my chest about this team, about what I'm seeing, about where West Ham are, and set some realistic expectations. But honestly, look, it's a long way to go. Shout out Josiah. It's a long way to go for this club, right? I get it. Potter's early in his appointment, but it don't make it any easier. Shout out Matt and Red Five. Yeah, like I said, it's just an impromptu. I'm not well, so my voice is going to sound a little bit different. Um, but yeah, it's a bit shit, innit? It's a bit shit at the moment. I was there last night at the ground, and I wanted to be anywhere else but there, to be honest. You know, listen, for those that want everything to be positive, this is going to be anything but sunshines and rainbows. This thing, however, it's not going to all be negative. We'll look at some positives. I'll pluck out some positives, but I just got to say how I feel, man, and I'm just not enjoying it. I'm not enjoying it. And mate, the home form is atrocious. It's absolutely atrocious. I still have complete faith in Potter, still behind Graham Potter. But it don't, like I said, just because I've got faith in the manager doesn't mean I can sit here with a smile on my face and pretend like I'm having a great time. Do you know what I mean? Like it is, as Josiah said in the chat, it is still Lopetegui's squad. There's some people to look. I understand. I understand if people aren't convinced, right? I'm so sad people are still waiting to wait and see with Potter. I get that. There are people that have made up their mind already, which is madness to me because he has inherited a mess. He's fixed us at the back. Look at the way we were leaking goals, 5s and 4s and 6s and all sorts, right? And our goal difference is a shambles, largely because of Lopetegui. And it was last season under Moyes, and he's fixed that. However, we have a massive problem creating chances. Like the lack of creativity. I didn't even bother to watch that game back because it was so painful the first time watching it live. I don't think I could bring myself to do it. You know, it's all fine and dandy. You know, yeah, there was times we had control. We played some okay stuff, but I don't know whether it's football in general is just shit now. I don't know if I'm falling out of love with the game. You know, I was having this chat in the group discussion in the group chat about football. And those of you, us of a certain age, remember game being a bit different, a bit more free flowing, a bit more open, less robotic. You know, is it because of Pep Guardiola? Is it because of the new training methods? You know, every player's got to be a system player. I was talking about Ronaldinho, you know, or the geniuses, the Canios, all of that. Now you've got to be a system player. And it's just so robotic. At the end of the day, what I want to see is effort on the football pitch, right? I don't necessarily have to see possession. And this is the possession is a myth because Pep Guardiola's plays possession. Everyone's trying to copy him. Even Fabio Capello said that Pep Guardiola's ruined football, and because everyone's trying to copy this play out from the back, pass it sideways, pass it round the back, pass it forward, pass it backwards, control the game. Like possession-based football isn't what it was. It's just crap now. For me, it's all about trying to move the football up the pitch as quick as possible. I went back and I watched, I got this DVD, Hammers Classics, off Amazon. No sponsor, nothing like that. But, you know, it was great to watch some old games again and games that I wasn't born for. And I watched the Chelsea, what was it? Chelsea 2, West Ham 3, 2002. And the game was just like, it just flowed better. Everything was more direct. It didn't take like 50 passes to get the ball on the edge of the box. I just think the games itself is a bit crap, you know, and that's a big problem. If we start this season, why not go for it? Yeah, and maybe this is a thing, right? With Potter, he has made us better. It's not necessarily more fun to watch. He has made us better, but the thing is could he experiment more because we aren't going to go down? I just don't get why the home form's so flat. Like the Arsenal game, right? We didn't have a load of possession, but it was an enjoyable watch. It was a great performance. Why? Because I saw us put a shift in. I saw us press. I saw us put in great tackles, intercept the ball, stuff to cheer about. At home, I don't see anything to cheer about. I don't see anything that makes me excited most of the time. I look back at I go back even 10 years ago watching football. Like you always felt like you go forward, there was a chance of a goal. Like you could score. You would get excited when you saw your team going forward because I don't see that these days. I haven't seen it. We go forward and I can't get excited because what's going to happen? You know, we eventually get down the edge of the box. We pull back, we pass it around the box, try and get a bloody cross in or something eventually. DJ said, you know, I've been in that orbit bit, the new thing, but it sounds good. Yeah, like I said, away performances for the most part, I think have been decent. We need to tap into that. And what annoyed me is the Leicester game. Leicester were awful. They were so awful. What did we do? We scored 2 goals. That's it. Take our foot off the pedal now. Like we can relax. We don't have to go for the kill. That was a perfect time to flex our muscles and put a team to the sword, to slap a team up. We could have done that against Leicester, but we didn't. We scored the 2 goals and went into cruise control because we didn't have to. Newcastle are a better side. I thought, do you know what? We'll turn it up a gear. Like we'll see that pressing, we'll see the big tackles and stuff, and it was just a flat game. You know, we could talk about referees. Yeah, the referee wasn't great. There was some decisions. I mean, their goal, a slight push on Kilman, it was soft. I haven't seen our penalty shout back, but it's not even about that. It's just about again the performances. You know, Potter's got a lot of work to do. But one thing as well, what that taught me, and I shouldn't even need that game to teach me, but it hit home was this squad needs some serious surgery. It needs serious overhaul. We have no pace. We have no pace. The amount of times I see a player get through and they're running through on goal, and you just have no hope that they're going to be 1-on-1 with a key. Like the defenders are always catching up to him. Even like Kudus, people tell me like, oh, he's one of the players that have pace in our team. That by comparison, Kudus has pace compared to Souček, but he's not what I would regard as a pacey player. You look when Kudus gets through, he can't outrun defenders most of the time. He has to beat them with skill and trickery. So that's a big issue, I think, for Kudus. So he's not that guy, that burst of pace that you can have. Shout out, John. Yeah, Guilherme, yeah, he's someone that does have pace. This is the time where we're seeing Danny Ings coming on. And that's just like throw the kitchen sink at him. Why not bring on Guilherme? What would be the harm? Because Ings, obviously you don't fancy. He's going to be playing Ings. So bring on Guilherme. At least the difference is Ings is going on a free at the end of the season. Thank God. But Guilherme, the very least, if you play him and he's shit, he's getting more minutes under his belt. He's increasing his value than if you just leave him on the bench all the time. Like if we need to sell him and he's barely played all season, what's the point of that? Ferguson, yeah, Joe, let me talk about Ferguson, mate. People are talking about he should have started. I don't see it with Ferguson. He has done nothing anytime he's come on the pitch that gives me any feeling like if he should be starting. he's just not at it. He just doesn't affect the game. We miss Fulkrug. Fulkrug is that guy where he could drop deep, link up. That's going to be a boost. I don't know what Ferguson brings. I haven't seen anything from him. So Ferguson, for me, maybe give him a start and just see how it goes. But as soon as Fulkrug comes back, Ferguson's behind Fulkrug. He looked excellent in that first half under Potter. I think he'll suit Potter very much, more than Antonio. Like I said, Antonio, you could say it's a miss, but I think Fulkrug, man, he would suit this system so much. But it's evident in the summer, a lot of players need to go, and we need to get some serious signings in. There's all this talk about how we're broke. Oh, we ain't got no money. We're pleading poverty. I hope that's just mind games, because if we can't back Potter, we might as well give up. We might as well. What's the point? Because he's going to need that backing. And we're going to have to put this Carl McCauley to the test, this data approach, find the hidden gems. We need to be planning it from now. The striker is a must, but that midfield needs a serious overhaul. That midfield is painful at the moment. Every game we're getting outplayed in the midfield. Every single game. So, Scott said it weren't a priority when we done a video a few weeks ago. I massively disagree. I think it's a huge priority, the midfield. Huge priority. We have to overhaul that. We need an engine in that midfield. We need legs in that midfield. We got none of that at the moment. I think Ward-Prowse has done good since coming back, but still, box to box. And no, Souček is not a box to box midfielder. Before anyone says that he is, Souček. Nicky was telling me that 40 million, we should be asking for Souček. And listen, Souček, I think players can play a role in this team. I'm not saying he's shit and he's got to go, blah blah blah. But I'm sorry, if you can get 20 mil pure profit for Souček and reinvest that, and with FFP, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. Fulkrug, I don't know where Fulkrug's mind lies in terms of if he wants to go next season. If he wants to go and we can get a fee for him, I would take it, because I think he's going to be an injury-prone player. I can't see him being consistently fit. He's done well to get back as early as he can. He should be back for Everton. And please God, West Ham, do not lose that game. I don't care if it's a draw. Do not lose to Everton. I want to see a cup final performance in that game. We have to. They can't turn up, but then we might as well forget about it. But the thing is, as well, it does feel like that we're on the holidays. We're on our holidays type of thing. They're on the beach, the players. This is a big issue when you're in this. We've got nothing to play for. We've got no chance of relegation, really. I say no chance, 1%, or whatever you want to call it. We've got very little chance of going down, and we've got very little chance of getting Europe. We're out of all the cups. And it just seems like like I said, we're in limbo. And the reason why we're in limbo is because, like I said, it's all about next season. So as fans, we've just got to wait and accept it, really. We just got to accept whatever happens this season. If we're shit, we've got to accept it, because Potter's inherited a crap team, and we've got to wait to see what happens next season. That's why we're in limbo. Like I said, the players, we're not seeing the players go out and fight for something every week. It's just, like I said, on the beach. I think Red 5, play the kids. Look, all, what do you call it? Skulls is, we've seen a lot from Skulls. He's given a lot. I've been really impressed with his performances. Why don't we see Casey? Why are we still seeing Mavropanos? When he brought Mavropanos on and then switched to a back four, my God, I was shitting myself. I thought we'd lost his marbles, Potter, when he did that. Mavropanos is okay in a back five, in a back four. No chance, mate. No chance. But Casey, why not give Casey a go? You know, we had what's the bloody geezer's name? Irvine. We didn't see Irvine yesterday in that midfield. Give some of these players a go. It's awful, man. And like I said, it just felt like we're never going to score. We were never going to score because of the painful lack of creativity in this side. You know, if we're not going to do it down the wings, then we ain't doing it. Mike's going fuzzy. Oh, for fuck's sake.